Eminem, the great white rappers had zero respect in rap. Let's keep that 1,000. When you talking about this hip hop that I can't live without, I can live without that.
As you all know, rivalries and lyrical conflicts frequently take center stage in the broad globe of hip-hop. Among that, one story really turned out to be something that everyone was looking for. We're talking about the legendary feud between Snoop Dogg and Eminem, two iconic artists who have made an unforgettable mark on the rap game. Eminem and Snoop constitute two of the most widely recognizable rappers in hip-hop history. Both of them have worked with Dre, who is widely considered one of the best producers in the genre. Despite their shared affinity though, Eminem and Snoop Dogg have had a tumultuous relationship over the years. But where did this rivalry start from? For that, we have to go a little bit back in time. It actually started in 2020, which is fairly recently. The conflict began when Snoop Dogg came on The Breakfast Club in July of 2020 and stated that Eminem was not among his top 10 rappers of all time. He thanked Dre for initiating Eminem's career, but also stated he would have survived without his music.
Eminem, the great white rappers had zero respect in rap. Let's keep that 1,000. When you talking about this hip hop that I can't live without, I can live without that.
And there were other rappers in the 1980s with whom Eminem could not compete. He brought up names like Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One, LL Cool J, and Ice Cube. Now, we all know that Eminem is an iconic figure, if nothing else, and his records, including the Slim Shady LP and the Marshall Mathers LP, catapulted him to a global fame.
Got pissed off and ripped Pamela Lee's tits off and smashed just a little baby boy. My mama used to tell me these crazy things.
Winning him numerous awards and a devoted following. Of course, the words of Snoop weren't appreciated much, and many of his fans claimed that this was a diss. But Snoop later emphasized he had a lot of love and respect for Eminem and was simply expressing his personal perspective as to what he thinks about the rapper and his musical skills.
Man, I love Eminem, and the thing is that we love hip-hop so much, we competitive, we battle rappers, so that was supposed to trigger that in him. And I felt like I was out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? And I apologized to him and I let him know. And I'm just bettering myself.
He also said he didn't anticipate Eminem getting back to his statements at all. But did it go exactly the way that Snoop was thinking? Based on the fact that this video exists, obviously it did not. Eminem did answer to Snoop's remarks on his song Zeus, which would be released later in December of 2020 as part of the deluxe edition of Music to Be Murdered By, one of his later LPs.
She says I am trash, but she listens to Tekashi. Bitch, you lost me. Yeah, fair weather, wishy-washy. She thinks machine washed me. Swear to God, man, her face.
In this song, it was pretty clear that Eminem was pointing at Snoop for what he said about him. Eminem later said he was really hurt by Snoop's statements since he looked up to him as a rap great and as a buddy. He also said he didn't mind Snoop dropping him out of the top 10 list. That didn't matter. What he was upset with was how he felt his music and legacy were being disrespected. Of course, Snoop had to come up with a response, and he did. In one of his Instagram posts, Snoop mentioned the whole situation with a laughing emoji, saying that M should pray he doesn't respond to what he says about him. He also said he had a song ready to respond to Eminem. But hold on a bit, because this doesn't end here. The major reason behind this feud is actually something much older. In fact, it's almost 20 years old, from back when Eminem released the Marshall Mathers LP back in 2000. The Marshall Mathers LP was a huge success, as almost everyone, even those who aren't in the hip-hop genre, probably know. And its perfect feature was one of those top-notch things of the album that made it a masterpiece. Among the many legendary features on the album was Bitch Please 2, which featured Dr. Dre, Nate Dogg, and Z-Bit, and of course, Snoop Dogg.
Me lay back and kick some more simplistic pimp shit on slim shit and start rise like Limp Bizkit. Stone guilty.
This was a big collection of big names to be featured on one track. Bitch Please 2 turned out to be something mind-blowing, and fans were hoping for another similar song. Now, at this point, Snoop and M were together, but they weren't really collaborating. M was just working with a similar group of people, but Snoop didn't seem to be part of it. So, what you're probably wondering is what specifically went down? What happened between these two artists? Now, according to one of the members of the group, which means this is secondhand testimony, he shared an explanation about 20 years ago after the incident as to what could possibly be the cause of M's and Snoop's boiling feud. As the animosity between Eminem and Snoop Dogg appeared to be heating up, Daz Dillinger had weighed in where he believed the feud originated, and why he believed it was simply a misunderstanding. In an interview back in 2021, the producer explained that Snoop did want another feature from Eminem because of the tremendous success of Bitch Please 2 and because he thought that it would work out and he deserved it. Apparently, M was the one to refuse him. Directly quoting from this interview, "When I was talking to Snoop one time, he said that he asked Eminem and all of them to get on his song, to get on his album, and they told him no. And Snoop felt like, I did all this and all that and they tell me no? Nobody tells me no." This was according to Daz Dillinger. He continued to remark that he believed all of this was just a big misunderstanding. But apart from mentioning that part, he also said that M didn't even know if Snoop Dogg wanted to do a song. And of course, this was something Snoop took to heart. Continuing on the topic, Daz said, "That was probably Paul Rosenberg or somebody saying no. It probably didn't even get to Eminem that Snoop wanted to do a song with him, but Snoop took it personally. That's why you've never heard a song from Snoop and Eminem since then." Now, the animosity would continue to grow when Snoop Dogg appeared on the Full Send show in April of 2021 and revealed why Eminem isn't doing anything anymore. He stated that Eminem had reached a stage in his career where he had nothing else to prove and was finding opportunities to come out and release music. He also said that other rappers were targeting Eminem because they knew he was hiding and wanted to force him to come out. The good thing is that this feud didn't last long, as both of the big names found out about Dre's brain injury in January of 2021. For those who don't remember, or didn't hear, Dr. Dre suffered a medical injury that required him to be hospitalized for 2 weeks. He would eventually recover, and he thanked his followers and friends for the report. But this was also a moment for Eminem and Snoop Dogg to get over the fight that they had been having for the past year. In one interview, Eminem explained that Dre's near-death experience made them both realize it wasn't worth it to feud with each other anymore. He further explained that they had worked it out in private on their own terms with each other, and now everything was cool again.
You know, me and Snoop had our little issue, and then when that thing happened with Dre, the brain aneurysm thing, and we were like, bro, this is stupid. This is stupid as hell to be feuding right now. So I think that there was a miscommunication at the time.
While Eminem made his remarks on the situation, Snoop Dogg would say something similar about what he thinks about the whole thing now. In one of his recent appearances on The Breakfast Club, Snoop admitted that it was wrong to make his comments about Eminem, and he gave him an apology. He also mentioned in the interview that he was bettering himself and working on things. While concluding the whole talk, he finally ended it off with, "I make mistakes, I ain't perfect, I'm Snoop Dogg." The rapper also admitted that he admired Eminem quite a lot. While talking about it all, he mentioned that these are the kind of things that usually happen between the rappers because of the nature of their job, which is quite competitive when it comes to dropping something new. "We battle rappers, so that was supposed to elicit that in him," he said. Rap culture does thrive on competition and individualism. Artists are constantly attempting to establish their dominance and distinct identities, and Snoop Dogg have always represented separate characters and artistic tastes, with each receiving widespread accolades and recognition in the rap scene. While they have had creative conflicts over their disagreements, they've also formed a relationship of mutual admiration and professionalism. And as fans and observers, we have to work to comprehend and enjoy the rich tapestry of rap culture, recognizing the paradoxes and the tensions and complexity. While they may be feuding occasionally, Snoop and Eminem, ultimately, demonstrate that even in the ruthless world of hip-hop, respect and understanding can cross divides. They're brothers who have faced adversity, just like any actual sibling. Anyway, at the end of the day, let us know what your thoughts are about this whole situation in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, and tap on the bell icon so that you never miss new videos. Thanks for watching, we'll be seeing you soon.